Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of some Zane skills to melt Grave Ward in Mayhem 4. I also got a really funny clip of me killing Grave Ward with no guns at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Borderlands 3, Mayhem 4 Zane builds. Don't forget to join the Zane Nation Discord, link will be in a pinned comment down below. Also, before we get into it, big shout out to a dude named Garwood in my Discord. He showed me a clip of him melting Grave Ward. It was pretty awesome, and he broke down exactly how he uses this method to do it all. So, this method really works because of the technique. Once you understand the processes we use, you'll be able to do this consistently every time, like you'll be watching in the background footage. I'm going to go over the exact technique. There's definitely some tips you need to hear if you don't want to figure this all out for yourself. But first, let me show you guys the skill trees and the gear. Now, we're only using one gun for this. It's a Fire Element Torg Quickie. This is a purple Torg RPG that uses sticky rounds, and the damage scales based on the number of total stickies before you detonate. We're going to combo this by using an artifact that gives us bonus mag size and any executor class mod that gives you at least 3 points in playing dirty. Can you guys tell where we're going with this? We're basically going to be putting as many stickies into Grave Ward as possible before detonating. Now, this isn't the only thing we're taking advantage of here. We're also going to be taking advantage of the skill Violent Momentum. We're going to jump off the ledge to reach the highest speed possible. This is where some of the technique comes in to do this right. But first, let me show you guys the skill trees, then I'll talk all about that. So the main two skills we're using are Violent Momentum and Playing Dirty. We're going to get max speed and max damage possible with Violent Momentum, and Playing Dirty is going to double all of our shots. Then you want Seeing Red to activate this stuff and make it all work. I also highly suggest Violent Speed and Violent Violence. Violent Speed will obviously help us get to max speed, and Violent Violence will help us with the fire rate of the RPG, so that way you can get all these stickies before you fall off the ledge and die. Obviously, you're going to want to grab Death Follows Close, and that's pretty much all the important skills in this tree. Just spend the rest of the points to get all the way to Seeing Red. Besides that, we only have one more important skill to this build, and that's in the clone tree, which is Praemunitus. This is going to get our mag size all the way up to 8 rockets, basically paired with our 40% mag size from our artifact, and you're good to go after that. Garwood sent me clips of him doing this method with these skills alone, but personally, I just wanted to make sure I can do this as consistent as possible, so I also put points in Synchronicity and Donnybrook, and then I spent the rest of my points to get all the way up to Confident Competence. Now this next part is extremely important. It's the technique of how to do this. I wasn't able to do this consistently my first few tries. I didn't fully understand the explanations until I tried it and practiced it, but I think I can break it all down exactly and how you guys can do this 100% of the time without having to figure anything out. First, you're going to activate your clone falling down the hole on the way to Grave Ward. Since there's no floor for him to land on, the action skill cancels, but it's going to give you your first stack of kill skills. Next, once you land, activate your clone again. The clone is very important for pulling this off without dying. What you're going to do after this is run and jump off the ledge. Doing this will give you downward momentum, putting you at max speed and the maximum bonus from Violent Momentum. So don't forget what I said about downward momentum. You don't want to shoot until you're actually moving downwards. When you jump in this game, your character actually goes slower on the way up than they do coming down. So keep in mind not to blow your load early. The next real quick tip that I want to give you guys that helped me a lot was jump a bit early. You don't need to wait until you're at the edge of the ledge. Jump a bit early because otherwise you'll be too close to Grave Ward. It's just easier to aim if you jump a bit early. So the next thing, with your first jump, try to get at least 3 shots into him, but no more than 5. I usually like to aim for 4 because that just splits your magazine in half, and it's just the easiest thing to do without thinking too hard. So now, obviously, before you die, swap with your clone and you'll be back up on the ledge, basically safe. Next, this is where we're going to get the kill. We're going to jump off the ledge and shoot him one more time, but before that, activate your second action skill. This will give you 5 more shots from playing dirty. That's why you had to get a minimum of 3 shots off before. Now you want to do the same exact thing, run and jump off the ledge at full speed. Don't shoot until you're going downwards. But this time, you're going to shoot the rest of the mag and just keep shooting. Get all the bullets into his chest, and even when your clip is empty, just keep clicking the trigger to keep shooting, because that will automatically trigger your reload button. The reason why I say to keep shooting is so that you don't have to focus on clicking reload, because you're going to want to focus on swapping with your clone again so that you don't die once again. Now, when you trigger the reload for these 8 stickies, which is actually 16 because of playing dirty, they all got max speed bonus from Violent Momentum. You're going to absolutely melt Grave Ward every time. All these clips in the background basically prove that. I tried to explain to you guys the tips for the technique as much as possible, so I hope you guys all understood that. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'm always here to serve you guys and answer anything I can to help you guys. So yeah, so that's basically everything you need to know about how to do this. It was just super cool and a super fun thing to pull off once I did. Big shout out and thanks to Garwood once again for sharing it. But before I end this video, I want to show you guys a funny clip where I spawned and my game bugged, I guess, and all my guns were invisible. So I got this kill on Grave Ward with what looks like no guns at all. But with that clip rolling out for the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this one and even learned something about how to reach max speed by falling. Now keep in mind, it's kind of seems like from how I explained this video that this is only possible in certain areas, but I just gotta say, we've done some preliminary testing with Violent Momentum. The new buffs to it are still very new and there's more testing to do, but when you're jumping, you actually get more damage on the way down. Even just a regular jump straight off the ground. So we use the ledge to get a bunch of shots off at once in this situation. But this is a very practical technique in general. Just remember that when you jump, you get more damage on the way down. With all that being said, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more Mayhem for Zane builds. With all the new content just dropping, we're going to have tons of stuff, tons of theory crafting happening. I'm super excited to try all the new items. I've already messed with some of the new shields. I already got one new, actually an updated build, but I also got shield reviews coming. I love all the new shields. They're all like really great. I'm also going to be posting some support builds. Even though they might not sound fun at first, they're going to be super clutch, super useful for clearing Mayhem 4 Malawan takedown with you and your friends. But anyways, guys, that's it from me. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.